Science shows that men and women experience confidence differently. Ahead of International Women's Day, we're talking to a renowned sociologist and gender and relationship expert on breaking the bias. It's Married at First Sight's Dr. Pepper Short. She's with us today, as well as Melissa Mole. She's the co-founder of Irise. Welcome to North Dakota Today, ladies.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Hi, absolutely. So Dr. Pepper Schwartz, you're partnering with Irise, which is a startup personal transformation app. Can you tell me about that?
Well, basically, it's kind of a synthesis and a curated site of self-help things that go deeper with people who you could trust. You know, everything from issues, mental health issues, to body issues, to meditations, things that are, not necessarily corrective, but continuing and deepening your sense of both mental health and efficacy and good faith with the world. So it's really, I think, very much pro-women, but pro-people in terms of the title, I Rise. Let's all rise.
Now, I've seen you work with a lot of couples on Married at First Sight, and you always have just wonderful, wonderful feedback for them. Yeah, of course. And how can confidence bias show up and feel different in different aspects of our lives?
Well, the Harvard study, and I won't go into it, I know we don't have much time, basically showed that when women and men achieve at a certain level that's very similar, women always rate themselves lower, even if they're doing better. So I think what we've done is we've taken in a sense of not quite good enough. And what we need to do, of course, is to figure out that we are hard on ourselves and therefore not be afraid of promoting ourselves, of celebrating what we have, of understanding how much we have, because we are often our own worst enemy. And the first step is to know that we can promote ourselves without that being anything bad about our character. And ambition is good and self-celebration is good. I mean, yes, there's a line of arrogance, etc., but we're not even close to that.
I think if I've learned anything from you, it's that we have to be aware of how we communicate, maybe what our issues are, and sometimes confidence is involved in that. So how do we begin overcoming bias?
Well, one thing is maybe just make a list of all the good things we are. You'd be surprised how long it will be. And when we're in a situation where we should put ourselves forward, let's say we're in a group talk in an employment situation, or we're applying for a job, or we're on a date and we want to say a little bit about who we are, I think it's important to remind ourselves of all the good things we own, whether it's our smile, our sense of humor, our intelligence, our graciousness, whatever it is, we own it and we should use it.
And this definitely speaks to what I've heard you tell couples and kind of your general philosophy. Why did you decide to partner with Irise for this expert panel?
It's a startup, then one of its co-founders is a woman. It has all the right principles for helping other women and people be all they can be. I feel that life can beat us down. I want things that bring us up. I have no economic interest in this company. I just like what they're trying to accomplish.
Now, we've seen a lot of movements for cultural change over the last few years, as well as, in the gender side of things. So why is dealing with this bias and confronting it head on needed as a part of a bigger cultural change?
Well, just think of all the effort and intelligence and drive that's wasted when women don't put themselves forward. It is a sea change, of course. Women understand much more about their abilities, and they have the glass ceiling is not, totally removed, but it's cracked. There's some openings there. I think it's really important as Americans not to waste half of the talent and the ambition and the intelligence and the drive of half the population.
Personal development is something that's not accessible to everyone. It can be expensive, and we can have our attention and our money in a variety of different places and in a variety of different apps. And this brings it all together. It's a 360 personal development app for everyone. It does have 50% of our content partners are women who have been breaking that gender or confidence bias throughout their lives and have something to give back and share with others. And it also brings together, it answers some of the issues of a lot of people go to YouTube for self-help and for finding out answers and things for things that they need expert advice and support with, and it takes a long time to go through all of that, sort through that. So we curate that for you, or in other words, we handpicked some of the best in these different topic areas that people, after lots of research, we discovered really need and are wanting.
And hopefully this will be a great way for people to celebrate National Women's Day. All right, stay with us. We have a lot more coming up here on North Dakota Today.